This is the domestic report from Top Accolade News. We're starting with a focus on politics. Rivers State Administrator Vice Admiral Ibok-Ete Ibas says his administration is laying a sustainable foundation for good governance by strengthening institutions, reforming the public service, and investing in transformational leadership. Speaking at the opening of a 4-day leadership workshop organized in collaboration with the National Institution of Policy and Strategic Studies, Ibas said the initiative aims to drive a result-oriented culture across the state's ministries and local governments. Addressing senior public servants, he emphasized that excellence, accountability, and innovations must define the next generation of governance in Rivers. NIPSS Director General Professor Ayodele hailed the program as a timely intervention to bridge the leadership gaps and equip participants with tools for collaborative governance and sustainable development. Now in crime, former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose has filed a non-case submission before the Federal High Court in Lagos, seeking to dismiss the 6.9 billion naira fraud and money laundering charges brought against him by the EFCC. Fayose, represented by former Attorney General of the Federation, Kanu Agabi, argued that the prosecution failed to establish a prima facie case. The EFCC countered, insisting Fayose must explain suspicious transactions and property acquisitions allegedly carried out through proxies. Justice Chukwuejiku Aneke reserved ruling until July 10, 2025, while granting Fayose permission to travel abroad for medical treatment. Now in environmental conditions, Lagos State once again found itself underwater following a heavy downpour on Saturday, May 17th, sparking renewed outrage over the city's chronic flood and sanitation problems. Among those voicing their frustration was popular social media critic Scott Iguma, who documented the aftermath while driving through the flooded and dirty communities. In a video posted to his social media platform, Aguma showed murky, debris-filled water engulfed on the streets, with pedestrians seen tugging through the water barefooted or rolling up their trousers in an attempt to navigate the situation.
Lagos is the New York of Nigeria. Take a look at the New York. This is the New York we have here. Just take a look at it. This is Aja, the popular Aja. Take a look at the mess. This is the 5th Avenue, Aja, New York. Just take a look at it. This is what we have in our New York. Take a look at your New York.
The video quickly went viral, prompting dozens of Lagos residents and netizens to share similar experiences. Many complained about the poor drainage system in Lekki and surrounding areas, noting that the flooding is not a new issue, but one that resurfaces with almost every major or minor rainfall. Flooding has remained a persistent problem across Lagos, Nigeria's commercial hub, where rapid urbanization has outspattered infrastructural development. Poor waste management, blocked drainage system, and unchecked construction in flood-prone zones continue to worsen the impact of seasonal rains. Despite repeated assurance from Lagos State government to tackle flooding through various initiatives, residents say little has been changed on the ground. As the rainy season intensifies, residents are calling on the state government and Commissioner of Environment to take immediate and long-term measures to address the root cause of the urban flooding and sanitation before the situation escalates further. Now in education, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has announced that the results of the 379,000 candidates who sat for the rescheduled Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination will be released on Wednesday, following widespread technical and human errors that marred the original exam. The move comes amid mounting national outcry after over 75% of the 1.9 million original candidates scored below 200 out of 400, with only 0.63% scoring above 300. JAMB Registrar Professor Isaac Oloyede publicly accepted responsibility for the failures, prompting a receipt. However, Southeast lawmakers have condemned the conduct as a catastrophic institutional failure and are demanding Olayide's resignation, cancellation of 2025 UTME, and a fresh exam after WAEC and NECO tests to avoid disadvantaging students. They also criticized poor communications and scheduling conflicts, arguing that it has denied thousands of students their constitutional right to equal educational opportunities. Now in sports. Nigerian boxers has condemned the prolonged delay in repatriating the remains of Oluwasegun Olanrewaju 50 days after the fighter died following a bout in Ghana, describing the silence from both Nigerian and Ghanaian authorities as insensitive and disrespectful. Despite the submission of a final report by Ghana Investigative Committee, no timeline has been set for the return of the late boxer's body. Fighters expressed frustration, urging urgent action and accusing officials of negligence. Oluwasegun, known as Success, collapsed during a March 29 bout in Accra and was later pronounced dead at Korea-Lebu Hospital. Boxers and stakeholders insist his family deserves closure, lamenting that the delay undermines the respect for human dignity and the welfare of athletes. That's the domestic news update for now on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us for more domestic updates and development. I am Blessing Basi.